Hello, this is Juliana Benner with High Source Support Channel, and I'm coming to you today from my cabin in McCall. I got my tea water boiling, and I'm going to make the lemon water really quick, and then we're going to get started on the celery juice. So I've got tea water boiling, I've made my pot of tea, I've got all my tinctures to add to it, and that will be another show soon to come. So I'm going to do my lemon, and this time I'm only using half of a lemon because it's a big lemon. So it always depends on the size of the lemon. Life gives you lemons, use them and make lemonade with raw honey. Always use raw honey. I don't know if I stressed that in our last video, but basically raw honey has all of the enzymes intact and all of the goodness from the bees and the flowers and the plants that it goes to. I've added just a little bit of cold water to my glass water bottle. Want to use glass. Half of a lemon juiced into there. And then I pour my hot boiling water in, and so that water is now going to be very, very hot, not boiling on the lemons or the raw honey. And that's how quick it is. And once I get my lemon water going, I'm going to sip on it while I make celery juice. And every day I do these two things. First, the lemon water, big scoop of raw honey. I like my life sweet, and I'm so blessed to have such a sweet life. I like this raw honey. I think I got from Vitacost. It's a great place to buy, pretty, they have 20% off, 15% off, and generally it's cheaper even without the specials. Other things that I buy from Vitacost I'll show you in just a sec. But this honey is great, and then another honey I use that's raw, always raw. I just switch it up. When that one's gone, I'll use another one, a different kind. And then I've got my, I want to add my ionic zinc from Good State Ionic Zinc, and I'm going to put a link to my zinc. I have an affiliate account with Good State, and I'd really appreciate it if you used it so I can make a little bit of money here and there to pay for my cabin. Isn't this a great little cabin? This is the kitchen. It's tiny. I love it. So easy to clean, easy to cook in. So I use one full dropper full in the morning in my lemon water, and then in the afternoon in my tea. And that way I'm getting zinc, which we're very deficient in. So I shake that up and start sipping on it while I make you celery juice. But that's how quick it is to do your lemon water every morning. You do that, it jumpstarts your digestive juices flowing, cleanses your liver. Lemons are just amazing. They have deep roots, so they're pulling up all sorts of phytonutrients and, minerals from the ground. Everything that we're getting from lemons, it's just doing amazing things for our body. Yum, yum, yum. And it's not too hot now because I added just a little bit of cold water, so it's hot but not burning my mouth hot. Yum! So good. Okay, let's get started with the celery juice. We've got a whole head of celery. I always use organic celery. This one I got at Winco. Amazing that they're having more and more of these stores are having a lot of organic. And see how thick this stalk is? The thicker and fatter the stalk, the sweeter the juice. I was not a fan of celery before I started the medical medium program protocols. Hence why I always save my lemon rind, and I'll show you what I do with my lemon rind. Add a little bit of the lemon rind after I juice the celery. I juice the lemon rind and into the celery juice, and so it makes it taste less bitter. So first thing you want to do, get a knife and chop the end off. Not very thick, you don't want to do that. You want to just get the little end off. It has stalks. And then chop the little bit of these, because I don't know, somebody's used who knows how clean or dirty, but it looks all dried out. So I chop the ends off of this side. And then I've got to wash the celery. And all these celery stalks tend to have a little bit of dirt inside of them as they're growing organically. So hopefully it's organic, clean dirt. We don't have to worry too much. I just rinse it. I don't use soap. I'm getting all these stalks nice and clean of all the little grits of sand and dirt out of there. And when I'm at my home, because this water comes from a well, I don't worry about chlorine in my cabin water. Yay, it does have a little bit of a rusty taste, but I've got my Berkey filter right there, which you can't see right behind the camera. Okay, so I don't want to lose any down the drain. Got it nice and rinsed. Shake it off. And then I'm going to juice the celery. And I'm not going to keep the video going for all of this. Ooh, it doesn't take that long though, because as you can see, it's just, you know, a whole head of celery. You're not chopping and washing and chopping and washing all sorts of different vegetables. Of course, I do make a vegetable juice, a green drink here and there in my days if I have time. But I definitely make sure I get my lemon water in, my celery juice, and my heavy metal detox smoothie. And that will be in our next show. Yay! Almost done. It just, you know, maybe a minute and a half to do the whole head of celery. Some of these buggers are thick, so thick and yummy. I have to push really hard to get them through. One little last piece. I use every little bit. And then I take my lemon rind, and this is a big hunkin' one, so I'm going to cut it in half. Use both halves and juice the lemon. I have been sipping on my lemon water, which tastes so delicious. Oh. Gosh, I love this hot lemonade in the morning. Okay, so we're all done. I'm going to let the little last bits of water, lemon juice through. Rika, it's okay. Rika. Shh, nobody's here. Okay. Here, let me let the dog out. Go get the deer. She's after a deer or something. Okay, so we've got that done, and what I do with this delicious celery juice, because I still have to drink, you know, a whole quart of lemonade, is I put the celery lemon into the freezer. As you can see, my freezer at the cabin is stocked full of frozen wild blueberries, ready to make my heavy metal detox smoothie in another couple hours. So while I'm drinking my lemonade with zinc, I wait for about 30 minutes after my last sip, and that will be fully, not frozen, but cooled down to the point where I can drink it and love it even more. Because as I said before, I haven't been very fond of celery juice. If you love celery juice, let it sit out, because it is always better to drink your fluids, even water, at a room temperature for your digestive juices and for everything to work better. But I just love it cold, and especially when the celery is thin stalked. And oh, I was going to show you also where you can get from Vitacost a very good 100% corn-free, gluten-free chip. It's by Siet. It's awesome. It's so delicious. I'm not going to eat these now, of course, because I'm drinking my lemon water, and then I'm going to drink my celery juice 20 to 30 minutes after my last sip of lemon water. And after my last sip of celery juice, I'm going to wait about an hour or 30 minutes, it all depends on how hungry I am, and make a heavy metal detox smoothie in my Vitamix. So that's how quick my morning goes. I wake up now maybe an extra hour to get things done that help my health to be optimum, and I hope you get waking up early and drinking your hot lemonade and celery juice and heavy metal detox smoothie soon, and herbal tea. I mean, there's so much, it seems, but really once you get into the habit of doing it, it's so worth it. My body has shed those extra, like I said, 25, 30 pounds. You know, I went to Mexico, I gained about 5 pounds. I didn't even get on the scale once I got home and started my protocols again, because I really couldn't do anything but the lemon water in Mexico. I didn't have my juicer. I didn't really blend very well there because they didn't have, you know, wild blueberries. So I gained some weight eating corn, which really we're not supposed to eat on the medical medium protocol as well. And I just, you know, when you're vacationing, you get off track. But once I got home and I got started on doing these 3 things, only these 3 things, and of course not eating corn and, you know, drinking wine, I lost that weight that I didn't even worry about. Before the medical medium protocols a year and a half ago, I was 25, 30 pounds heavier. I had tingling and numbness in my feet. I was having vertigo every 3 weeks. I'm going to tell you more about how I got involved and connected with the medical medium in another video soon, and why I'm doing this high source support channel and why it's called High Source Support Channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to doing more and sharing more with you and helping you get healthier. Have a beautiful day and take care. Bye-bye.